Good morning. Today we've reached the letter R in our exploration of who's who in the Bible, and we're focusing on the character and the book of Ruth. Round about this time last year in our life group, we were studying the book of Ruth, and thinking back, there were two key ideas, two key words that stuck in my mind from our studies at that time. The first one is the Hebrew word chesed, if you'll forgive my pronunciation, which means self-giving love. It's the word that's often translated as loving kindness in the Psalms, or mercy, or compassion. It's a love that goes beyond the ordinary. When Naomi was leaving the land and Ruth and Orpah went with her, both her daughter-in-law showed her great love. Orpah showed her love in being willing to go so far. Ruth was the one who showed that chesed love in being willing to give up everything and go with Ruth. It's a love that goes beyond. The second word that stuck in my mind is the word kail. Now we find that several times in the Bible. It's the word that's often translated as noble or virtuous when it's talking about a woman. You find it 3 times in the book of Ruth. 2 of those refer to Boaz, when he's referred to as a man of standing. But it's also the word that's used about David and his mighty men. It's a word that means to do valiantly with the power and wealth of resources of an army, to be mighty, to be valiant. And that's the word that Boaz uses to describe Ruth. You don't have to read too far between the lines to realise the courage that it must have taken Ruth and Naomi to leave their home, to build their life without the help and support they should have had from their closest relatives, to understand the risks that Ruth was taking when she was gleaning in the fields, when she came to meet with Boaz. Ruth is a woman who is mighty and valiant, and yet she also exemplifies that self-giving love, and that takes my mind to Jesus and the way that he too in his life expressed an incredible sacrificial self-giving love, along with might and power, and held both of those in tension. There's a prayer in the Celtic Book of Prayer that to me speaks to how day by day we can grow in that way of living. Let's pray. Teach us to care for all that is entrusted to us, and nurture every sign of your presence. Give us open eyes to see beyond what others say is possible. Give us the insight to recognise and name deceit. Give us a generosity that pushes back boundaries, for even death by you has been defeated. With all our powers, we find our power in you. May the blessing of our love and our strong joy in blessing call out new growth in everyone we know and meet. May we sound the depths of love for Christ's sake.